Welcome to the Wally Show, precast, podcast, and postcast all wrapped up into one because we are doing our Compassion Hope Happens event right now, so we don't have normal content on the show, but we love you guys as potties, and we wanted to at least come in after the show when we're getting kids sponsored to come in and do something that we would have talked about on the show today, some of the news, and even some great work from Betty Rock with the least of these. The least of these.
We're going to have another day like this?
Really? The least of these is the least that we can do. The least of these. The least of these. It's not even time for the least of these yet. Betty Rock has got it for you.
But I'm first.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, here's news.
The next round of the... Stop laughing.
Sorry.
The last Republican debate before the Iowa primaries is tonight, and Donald Trump is still refusing to participate in it because of Megyn Kelly moderating. But no matter what he does, he still seems to have fans, including a 9-year-old girl named Ava.
Guess what we're going to do Monday?
What?
We are going to see Donald Trump in person.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, my word!
Are you excited?
Yes!
You get to go see him in person, not just on TV.
Thank you, Mom!
Oh. Tell Mr. Trump you want to meet him.
I love you, Trump!
Oh my gosh.
My word, that is a little scary.
Please tell me this is not a celebrity crush.
She's just a 9-year-old girl that loves herself some Donald Trump.
Wow! Like, that is kind of odd. My daughter was fixated, like, when she was 10 or 11 on the cooking lady.
Paula Deen.
Yes, Paula Deen.
Oh.
Thank you, Paula Deen.
She dressed up as her for Halloween.
She did, I know, and I thought it was a little strange. This was before all of Paula Deen's racial problems, thank the Lord. But it was just kind of one of those things where you're like, that was just a weird thing to key in on. And so, like, this little girl here, like, why Donald Trump? That seems extremely odd. And the passion that she had for Trumpster is crazy.
Absolutely, but I mean, you got to give it to her. She is all in, even though she can't vote yet.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, at the risk of sounding like crazy ignorant, I've been going over this in my head. I forgot how the primaries work. Zach, you probably know, like, because we're talking about their campaigning and stuff like that, but like they go and there will be a vote for the Republican nominee, but is it a popular vote by people or is it more of a vote by states?
It's by states, but it varies state to state. Some states are winner take all, and some states you can win 50% of the vote, and the other guy can get 30%, and the other guy can get 10%.
But it is still just people voting for that, right? Or no?
And cows and llamas.
Okay, good.
Yes.
They are starting in Iowa, after all.
Yeah. I don't know why. I had this like brain hiccup where I'm like, wait a minute, is this one of those things where just the party nominates them, or the people at large, the Republicans, still nominate them?
We the people still.
Yes, we still have
Of the
some
United
control.
States?
Yes.
Fantastic.
In order to, because they're trying to form a more perfect union.
That's good.
Do they establish justice?
No way!
Wow!
You know what? Wait.
Maybe ensure domestic tranquility.
Okay.
What?
Everyone stop. Everyone, I want you two to stop right now.
I'm feeling judgment right now.
Zach and Becca, you stop what you're saying.
I'm impressed.
No, that's bad.
No.
Because you're saying you're impressed because you thought she was so dumb she wouldn't know it.
I can't recite it.
I can't recite it.
Yeah,
you can, though. Go ahead
and you're saying,
show us.
Yeah,
to ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the government cheese, something like that.
Government cheese, right?
Yeah. No, but like I love how you guys are like, whoa,
No,
she's
it's impressive.
amazing.
I don't know that much of it.
I
Yeah,
know.
but if Zach did that, you'd be like, oh, well, here we go again.
There he goes, the know-it-all.
I would tune him out because he's always doing stuff like
Nicely done, Rock. Nicely done, Rock. I know that you know things, and I know that you know stuff like that, and no one gives you enough credit. You're
We
did a
amazing.
government
I'm
quiz
smart in
once,
the head.
and she aced it.
Did she really?
And we did what
An
is that
IQ
thing?
test?
Yeah, and I
And you
beat
crushed
I
Wally,
beat
that's
you,
right.
Wally.
Don't turn on me. I'm supporting
You're
you.
supposed to be supporting me there.
I'm supporting
Why are
you.
you not supporting
Were you not
me
impressed
here?
with her great IQ score that was higher than yours?
Oh, so
Let's
there's
be honest,
certain-
that was a fluke.
Wait a minute.
All right, we took it twice too, and she got me both
Wait,
times.
what is the thing that I just quoted? What is that?
See, it's the preamble. See, you just undid it all. It's the preamble of the Constitution.
It doesn't matter. You couldn't do it.
You just
couldn't
undid
do it.
everything.
Doesn't matter. I could quote the preamble.
How far can you go in it?
Yeah, how far can you go?
I don't
in
know.
it?
How does it start?
We the people.
Of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establishing justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and something.
That's still amazing.
That's pretty
impressive.
Nicely done,
Yeah.
Rock. That's
Thank
good.
you.
That's good.
She could be completely wrong. None of us would know.
Yeah, exactly. I think she did all right. That was really good. Nicely
you.
done.
Speaking of the primaries tonight, some of the candidates who aren't in first place, like Mr. Trump, are starting to get a little desperate in their campaign strategies. Mike Huckabee's camp just released a parody to Adele's Hello about the caucus.
Oh, he's trying to be all hip, like Hello's a big song right
Yeah.
now. All right, this is going to be horrible. I can
he
just feel it in my soul.
He doesn't sing it, unfortunately.
Boo, that would have been awesome.
I know.
But I feel in my soul this is going to be badly written, and I've not heard it, so here we go.
Hello from the caucus night. If Bernie wins, I'm gonna die. This crazy circus, it's gone. Cuckoo, cuckoo. And Huckabee is the guy who's long overdue.
Bad parodies always add extra syllables in because they can't figure out how to make it work within the syllables, so they always force words in there, and that's horrible.
My favorite part, too, is you can still hear the background vocals from the original song.
Yeah.
So, like, she's talking about Mike Huckabee, and the background vocals are like, 1,000 times. Yeah,
That
it's
is
terrible.
absolutely atrocious. But you know what? I didn't even know Huckabee was still running. I swear I have no idea other
It
than
got
Trump.
us to talk about him.
Yeah, I mean, but I have no idea, but not in a good way. Because I used to like Huckabee, too. Like, when Huckabee ran the first time, I was like, man, I'm in. I think this guy could be really good. But I haven't seen much of him since then, you know?
Well, he was in the JV debate last round, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think he's even in the main ones. I don't know about tonight. I haven't seen the lineup for tonight.
Yeah,
but-
I'm going to have to wait and see who's even in this thing still. I have no idea, man.
You never know when your kids are paying attention and what they're paying attention to. A couple in South Carolina put their 2-year-old to bed on Sunday night during the Carolina Panthers game. They're so excited to get back to the game, they forgot to pray with her, but they actually heard her saying her own prayer over the video monitor.
Oh, no way.
And it's super cute.
Thank you, my Black Santa Claus. Thank you, my daddy. And thank you, my mommy. Amen.
She thanked God for Santa Claus
Of
at the
course.
beginning, if you didn't hear that right.
That's so
But-
Because Santa brings her stuff. Like, of course he's going to get top billing over mom and dad.
But that was just a little clip. She prayed for 2 minutes straight.
No way,
Yeah.
really?
Good for her.
Oh, that's kind of
For
cute.
everything, of course, like as kids do.
As a parent, you got to feel guilty, too. You're like, oh, put the games on.
And then she's like, thank you for my parents who give me privacy in my own room.
I have this thing, like, my daughter is 17 now, and so for 17 years, I would take her up to bed, and we would sit there, and we would say prayers, and we'd kind of talk about her day a little bit, and we'd sing the Circle Bunny song, and like that was just our routine. And it was sad for me, like the days that she got too old for it, or was having to stay up later than I was. I got to get up early for work, so she'd be up later doing homework and stuff. And so it just kind of started to go away. And I'm actually kind of sad about that. I really miss that time, and maybe I should get back on that because she's gonna be gone next year, and maybe I should like reinstill that. But I'm not sure she wants it. My wife is here. Marty, jump over to a mic real quick because somebody had said, hey,
Beth Ann said,
Beth Ann?
put your wife on the podcast.
all right.
I don't know why.
Neither do I. Listen to that voice.
I know.
She's
I'm
been sick. Yeah. So, so like, has Haley ever said anything to you? Like, I wish Daddy would still take me up to bed.
She hasn't, but I think that she misses it and that you should.
Will you do me a favor? Will you do a little recon with her? Because I don't
No,
want.
because she'll be like, no, Daddy's tired. He needs to go to bed.
But you
blah,
know,
blah, blah.
but you know the difference. You know how to work through that. But like, what I don't want to do is like insert myself back into something that she's like, I'm a child. That was when I was a kid. I'm good now. You know what I mean?
No, I think she misses it. She likes that time because you guys would just talk about her day and you'd find out different things that she hadn't even told me,
I know.
which bugs me. But
Yeah, we're really close that way. We talk about you.
Whatever. But yeah, okay, I'll find out. But
Yeah,
I think,
do a little recon for
yeah,
me.
I think she misses it.
If you wouldn't mind. All right. Well, there you go. What? Do you have any other stories there, Burger?
Yeah, I have
And
two
that was
more.
my wife. There you go, Beth Ann. She's a delight.
Speaking of parenting, there's this odd case that started a couple years back when a father in Texas confiscated his 12-year-old daughter's phone. And not just for sassing him, she was actually texting friends planning an attack on another kid at school.
Oh, wow.
So a serious issue. He takes the phone away.
And he should have.
Yeah, good parenting. But she complained to her mother, and since her parents weren't together, the mother called the cops because she was married to a cop.
Oh.
Cops show up, arrest this guy, arrest this father who's just doing his job as a dad.
That is infuriating. If that's all the facts, that is infuriating.
Yeah. The good news is that the court case was finally this week, and the judge found him not guilty. So thankfully, there's some common sense there. But the sad part is that this father has now lost the relationship with his daughter and his ex-wife because of this whole ordeal that shouldn't have been an ordeal.
Yeah, the fact that he was doing the right thing as a dad and like take your phone away, you need to learn boundaries. Obviously, the mother isn't doing that, and then to like have to deal with the legal system. Once you get involved in the legal system, it is a nightmare getting back out, and that stuff will come back and follow you when you least expect it. And the fact that his wife, to be vindictive and spiteful, did this is absolutely unacceptable. The fact that it even had to go to trial. You know who should be arrested is the cops that arrested him for that nonsense. You took your daughter's cell phone away because she was planning violence on another kid. He should have gotten a medal, not arrested. That's the problem in this world today, is we have no accountability for our... I'm worked up.
Take a breath.
Yeah, sorry. I get worked up about this stuff. I'm so sick of like people coddling kids and this, that, and the other, and not having responsibility with them and not being tough when they need to be tough with them. That's why a lot of our society is so jacked up, because our families are jacked up. And if we could fix that nonsense, look, if you're going to get divorced, I get it, but be as civil as possible, man.
Yeah.
And stop dragging your kids into the middle of that nonsense, because then you just wreck them. Like, she's going to carry that into her adulthood and into her relationships. So congratulations, Mom. Nice parenting. Done.
Drop the mic.
Boom.
I just can't even add anything to that, guys. No?
That was
Okay.
that was a little rant.
Great. Well,
I thought it was fun.
I miss old rant Wally.
this last story, though, is a good story. No reason for you to get upset
Okay.
over it.
We'll see.
There's a 35-year-old woman named Adrian who actually lost her left leg during the Boston bombings a few years back. And she is now training to run the Boston Marathon this April.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Stop.
Like,
don't
look at
force
me. Look at me. I'm running the marathon. It's not about her. It's about what happened to all these other victims.
Just stop. But the really cool
That's
thing
cool.
about her story, too, is she wasn't even a runner in the race. She was a spectator in
wow.
the original race. So she was never a runner before. But she vowed after she lost her leg that once she got her prosthetic up and working, when she could figure
That's
out how to
cool.
run with it, that she would train for the marathon. So she's up to 10 miles now.
Wow.
Has a little bit of way to go. But she is now a runner and going to run the marathon.
Yeah, that's no joke, running a marathon with like two legs, and so with a prosthetic, and that's amazing.
And never being a runner before, when you're already having to train those muscles to run, train a prosthetic leg that you only have a couple years of working with. It's a huge undertaking.
My question is, if you're not a runner, why in the world would you go to a marathon?
To get the bumper sticker.
Yeah, I guess. There is nothing more boring than watching people run past the finish line. Like that, well, that's horrible.
The only thing more boring is running a marathon.
Oh, for sure. Like, I couldn't do it if I had to. I would love to run. Like, there's times when I think I'll see somebody running. I'm like, I know I'm not in the best shape right now. I really should run and get into better like cardio shape, but I just can't pull the trigger on it. Like, I have no desire to just sit there and run with my thoughts. Like, because I'm not a good conversationalist in my head. So like, why would I want to do that? So, but if I could play a sport, then I would. Like, Carlos from Carlos and Joy is moving down to Spring Hill near us, and I told him I would play racquetball with him, because at least that is exercise and you're competing, and I could hit him with the ball and then say, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Lord. My
That'd
bad.
be fun. Yeah. Oops. I've never played before, and although I was all-pro junior Olympic racquetball champion, so I can. No, I'm not. All right.
Oh,
Well,
I,
this
I
is all-
believed it.
Yeah.
If it makes
Well,
you
this
feel
is
better.
all assuming that Carlos even wants to play with you.
He said he did, for the record.
Well, so?
Yeah.
He's gonna have a baby though, so he's not gonna have time.
He will want to get
You
out of
don't
the house.
have time for that stuff when you have a baby. I'll attest to that.
Yeah, you want to get out of the house though when you're a guy and you have a baby.
And our rec center offers free babysitting
Oh, they do?
for an hour and a half twice a day. Yeah.
I could see moms like going in there in workout gear, dropping off the kid, and then going out a back door and like going to like Starbucks or
Yeah,
something.
my wife scouted out the place to find places she could nap.
Re-
Yeah, she hasn't done it yet. But
That's awesome.
Yes.
Napping on a treadmill.
That's great.
I don't recommend that. All right, so that is going to do it for our news. You know what time it is?
Oh my goodness!
It is time! It's time! It's time for the Betty Rock Show! It's time!
Wow, now the whole show's named after her.
It's time for the Betty Rock Show. She's gonna give us some stories and make us happy. It might get a little slappy for your mom and your pappy, but it's time for the Betty Rock Show. And now, Becca.
That last part, I was fighting to the last part.
Yeah, last part hurt a little.
Yes.
What you got there,
great.
Rock?
All right, well, Peyton Manning is in a bit of hot water.
Is he really?
Yes, since last month, there was an initial report that came out claiming that he was using illegal growth hormones while recovering from
Is
surgery.
that why his face is so long? Anyone? Have you guys noticed that?
That's
Peyton?
the only thing you know about Peyton Manning, so anytime his name
Yes.
comes up, you throw that out there.
It's a long face joke. Hey, why the long face, Peyton? They both have giant long faces, and so it's the growth hormone.
And he played for the Colts and now the Broncos.
Yes, he's a horse face.
Yes.
You're absolutely right.
Guys,
What? Sorry.
That's terrible.
I know.
Okay.
a good man.
Well, that's not the reason. He was trying to recover from neck surgery, but whatever. His long face, yeah. But this report came from Charles Sly, a former pharmacy intern. He started this rumor, made the allegation, but already he's recanting his whole story. So
really?
he's saying whatever I said, it was not true.
Oh, so someone offered him money.
Yeah, that's either that or he is just a liar. And if that's the case, he should be prosecuted like because these are the kind of like rumors that can destroy a guy's career.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to have a long face, but it's another thing
Oh, my goodness.
to be charged or accused of something like that.
And even if he isn't penalized with having to sit out a game or whatever, there's still the chance that it could follow him to the point of not being able to make it into the Hall of Fame. Like,
Right.
people don't think about those things when they do start rumors. If this is just a straight up rumor.
Like, you remember the rumors about Pete Rose betting on baseball and how he wasn't allowed into the Baseball Hall of Fame, and those rumors were absolutely true. But still,
Not rumors at all.
yes, but they affected him getting into the Hall of Fame.
different thing, but okay.
Well, the NFL is performing an investigation, but there's no timetable set up, but they're hoping to complete this before next week's Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see what happens.
That's kind of a bummer, especially if it's not true. That's just stupid on that kid's
Right.
part.
A British TV movie about Michael Jackson, Elizabeth Taylor, and Marlon Brando road tripping after the 9/11 attacks. Yeah, it's I know it's an odd idea for a movie, but it's actually being made. But there's already controversy surrounding this movie. The fact that Joseph Fiennes, you might know him. He's the
Is he
the
Ray
lead-
Fiennes' kid?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, but he's the
Brother.
lead.
He's Ray. Marty just said he's Ray Fiennes' brother.
Oh, well, he's the lead in Shakespeare in Love. It's that guy. But, of course, he's a white actor, and he is playing the part of Michael Jackson.
Do you know who is so angry about this besides Michael Jackson? Corey Feldman. You know Corey Feldman has got to be just livid. Corey Feldman wanted to be Michael Jackson. Do you guys remember Corey Feldman?
No.
You don't remember Corey Feldman? He was like the white kid that tried to look and dress like Michael Jackson, and he was friends with Michael Jackson.
Was he a celebrity?
Yes, Corey Feldman and Corey Haim, the Coreys as they called them back in the day. You guys maybe are too young, but anyone my age knows it and knows why that kid would be so angry. Or that guy.
Well, this is something that all Michael Jackson fans know, that this is something he would not have liked, because back in 93, Oprah actually asked him, there was a rumor going around that Michael wanted a white child to play him in a commercial, but that was not something he wanted.
Number one, it's my face as a child in the commercial. Me, when I was little. Why would I want a white child to play me? I'm a black American. I'm proud to be a black American. I am proud of my race. I am proud of who I am.
Can I just say something that, yes, if he was playing him as a child, then it would make sense. But if you're playing him as an adult, he does not, like the interview that was from, he does not look like an African American in that.
Right.
I mean, his skin is white, and I don't know. There was all those rumors about him either bleaching his skin, or he said he had a skin disease or what have you. But the transformation, when you look at Michael Jackson, Jackson 5 Michael Jackson, and Rockin' Robin, hoot, 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 Rockin' Robin, hoot, hoot, hoot.
Go rock and rock.
Yeah, I'm sorry. A, B, C.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Simple as do, re, mi. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me. Hey.
I don't know. The love house a little bit. No? Okay.
No. Nice try, Burger.
But the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, and
It's way different.
Right. There's night and day.
Yeah, you can't say that there's not a difference. Like to point it out, like, oh, you're racist. No, I mean, it's a physical difference that everyone can see.
Right, so I don't know what they're going to do about that. If you've seen the preview for Zoolander 2, Justin Bieber actually makes a cameo as himself getting murdered.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, Actually, you wouldn't be the first person to say that because
just bought my ticket.
Oh my word! Because they were doing during the screening of the film, that scene comes up and the whole crowd started cheering, and this has happened at multiple screenings.
Oh my goodness!
I know, isn't that terrible?
If you're Bieber, you have to. There's a part of you that probably is like, oh, but then your ego has to tell you it's okay. They're just jealous.
Yeah, because I mean, I think he's doing great in the music industry. Like he just came out with a new album, and I feel like everyone around me has it.
Well, that's because Betty, when we were on our trip in Ghana, would not stop singing it.
Okay,
yeah. Go ahead. We'll do our version.
What?
Sorry, because I do the instrumental.
Yeah. Which one?
Sorry, is it too?
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Do.
It's really bad.
That's what we do.
Wow. I am so glad I wasn't around you guys a lot on that trip.
You just murdered Justin Bieber's song.
Exactly. Not funny.
Well, there you go. That is going to do it for the least of these, and really the best segment I think we've ever done on the show.
I just posted the slideshow that we taped yesterday that we told you about. So if you want to see a 45-minute slideshow of our trip to Ghana, it's actually fun. A lot of fun stories.
If anyone ever said like to you, hey, would you like to see a 45-minute slideshow? I don't think anyone has ever answered yes to that question.
Pass.
Just watch 2 minutes of it.
Yeah.
And then if you want to keep watching, that's
Why
fine.
would you tell them it's a 45-minute
They can see.
thing?
It's
No.
a YouTube thing.
They're not
It's
that
very
smart.
entertaining.
Allwally.com is very entertaining.
Okay, so you can check
It's
that out.
moderately entertaining.